In this example, we're asked to use the graph below to find the intervals on which the function is increasing, decreasing, or constant. So let's start with increasing first. Recall that for increasing, it is when you notice the line is moving from left to right in an upward motion. So where do you see that on this graph? Well, that's correct. Well, if you set this region here, that is correct. So starting at where? 3, yes, right there, 3. So it begins to climb and just keep moving on upward all the way to positive infinity because you have these arrows on the end. So to write that, we can write that as 3 and then moving all the way to positive infinity. So we used a bracket there because it included 3 and then going on to positive infinity with a parentheses. However, I do want to note that in some textbooks and some instructors will use just simply parentheses when describing intervals. But I'm going to go ahead and use as is. So let's go on to decreasing. We want to know from left to right where on this function is decreasing. So notice that the graph here is moving this line from left to right in a downward motion, and it stops right here at -3. So it would go from negative infinity and then stop right there at this point of -3. That would be our interval in which it is decreasing. Lastly, we want to find where it is constant, and constant just simply means where it stays the same. It is a horizontal line. It did not increase nor did it decrease. It just stayed the same. So yes, you're right. If you said it would from -3 to +3, you're absolutely correct. And the way we would write that in interval notation form then would be the brackets -3, comma 3, close bracket. As I said before, you can also write these with just simply using parentheses. I've seen it as an acceptable form of writing intervals as well. Okay, hope this helps.